the world doesn't owe you anything. You've got to go out and attract. You've got to go out and ask and expect what you want. I don't think you have to go out and work hard and get and grab and take from others. That's a lack mentality. You just have to waken up that actually it's my thoughts that create my reality, and I'm going to start thinking about things that I want. Hey, it's Kim Calvert here again from DynamIte Lifestyle, and I'm so happy you're back for another YouTube clip. And today what I want to ask is all around, who is your circle of influence? Who are the people that are around you most? I'm sure you've heard the famous little saying of the 5 people you surround yourself will be what you are most like. And there's so much truth in that, but have you actually stopped to ask yourself, who are the 5 people in your life? I think you should do that, because when you take an average of the quality of life of those people, you will be somewhere in between. Now, this is something that I definitely heard about kind of in my early days of personal development, but I had a challenge with it. And that was, well, I would like to be successful and I would like to have all of this success, but I don't want to lose the people in my life. I don't want to change. I don't want to be a different Kim. I don't want to lose my friends. And I had a lot of kind of tug of war going on in my mind. Perhaps you can relate to this. And don't get me wrong, there was also things in my life I'm like, yes, I want to get away from that, and I definitely want to get this good stuff. But I think what holds a lot of people back is the fear of the unknown, the fear of everything's going to change. And I suppose the truth is, yes, things will change. To change your life, you must change your life. And to actually change your life, you must change your thinking. And I think as simple as that is, we forget that. We do actually have to change. But why does it have to be a scary thing? That's the question. Why do we always, when something changes or there's something going on, we automatically think it's going to be bad? And that all comes back to how we're programmed to think. What is our first kind of trigger thoughts? And that usually will either come from a place of fear or a place of faith, a place of knowing, expectation. A place of fear will give us a lot more uncertainty, and we don't like that. So really what I'm saying is, yes, your circle of influence will probably change, but nobody ever said you had to give everything up. What about if you could attract more great people into your life that could contribute to you, and then you can contribute to the people that you already have, the people you love? I know when I got into this material, I had friends, I had a partner. I didn't want any of that to change, but I had to accept that I was going to change, and I needed to change. And sometimes we want to stay with the people and in the circumstances because unfortunately, parts of that pain, parts of that being stuck becomes comfortable, becomes, well, I know this, so I would rather stay here and know what it is than go over there and maybe fail, or maybe people will laugh at me. But my question is, what if maybe it all works out? You meet the right people. You are able to be shown a way. You're able to learn. You're able to go back to your friends and your family and give them what they don't know that they even need. This is a big part of taking personal responsibility. I think personal responsibility is one of the absolute key cornerstones to personal freedom. Because the only thing that you should really take personal responsibility over is you, is your thoughts, your feelings, your actions. And if you feel right now like the people in your life are not serving you, then you need to really address that. You need to ask yourself, am I serving those people? And how are they serving me? And it's not about getting anything from anybody, but if the people in your life are not adding to your life, why are they in your life? They might be family, but that's a choice that you're spending time. If they don't make you feel good, then you've got to address that. Now, I'm not saying go out and sack your family, sack your team, ditch all your friends. I think the first exercise that you could do, even from this teaching, is make a list of all the people you spend your time with. From your co-workers, to your team, to your family, to your anybody that you, even the man in the local shop. If you see him every day, put him on the list. And my point is, if you've got a list of people that you hang around with or are in contact with, even if they're across the world, if you're in verbal contact, sit in a seat, totally relax yourself, and then look at the names. In fact, I would run your finger down the names. And as you get to each name, notice how you feel. I'm not asking you to think up something about this person. I'm asking you to notice, is there a shift internally for you? Maybe you'll get to your best friend, and as soon as you see their name, you're already almost laughing. Then you might get to your manager or boss in work, and you kind of go, And then there's that other person where you're just like, I don't even want to go there, right? We all have it. My point in this exercise, if you can feel the internal shifts, when we talk about vibration, you're feeling, how you feel about a person or a thing is what you're going to get more of. So I'm not saying if you hit somebody and you get to their name and you suddenly feel a big that you just go bye-bye. I'm saying, okay, mark that name. Then when you get to the end, all the names that you felt good about, brilliant. The names that just made you feel uncomfortable, wary of, hurt by, unsure, intimidated, whatever the feeling might be, bring that across and then ask yourself, what can I do about this? Because it's your responsibility, it's your feeling. And you cannot, let's say it's somebody you don't like, and you just don't like them for whatever reason you don't like them. You not liking them and talking about them, whether it's internally or externally, is not affecting them. It's only affecting you. If you're angry at somebody, that anger is impacting your body. It's impacting your vibration, your energy level, your results. It's not changing the other person. And what you might find by doing this list is you might find there are people that no longer serve you. There may be people that you no longer serve. There also may be people that you could actually learn a lot from or help. So by doing this exercise, you're going to get into a feeling around what is good for you in life and what's not. And then it's up to you to really have those conversations. You might find that you have an assumption about somebody and you're actually causing more of it. Because here's the thing, whatever you think about, you're attracting. So if you do have someone in a workplace and they drive you insane, and every day you get into your car and you're driving to work and you're going, oh my goodness, I bet you they haven't done that. Or I bet you this or this, and you're coming up with stories, you know you do it, you're actually feeding that energy. Do you know what happens when you walk into the office? They haven't done it. Or they've slept in, or whatever it is that you have thought. Or they give you, something crap. They gave you grief. That's because you were driving into work going, I bet you they're going to give me grief when I come in here. Lo and behold, it happens. Now the question is it you creating that happening or is it them? And ultimately, it's a bit of both. You create your reality. So here's the test. If you can think of somebody in your life right now that you've done that situation, you've thought in your head, maybe it's a family engagement, it's the in-laws, and you're like, oh my goodness, we're going in for an hour and then we're going, okay? Whatever that thought is, I want you to practice as you drive to that family meeting. I want you to think in your mind, this is going to be a great time. Mother-in-law, whoever it is, they are just going to be so open. And so they're going to embrace me. They're going to ask me how I am. It's going to be a great event. And when I talk to them, we have this great, whatever you want the outcome to be, I want you to play that story in your mind. Do this a couple of times. Do it in different situations. And I guarantee you, you'll be able to come back to me and tell me, Kim, that really changed. And I know this because one, it's absolute science, and two, I've done it. And I know you can do it. So please know from this short time that we've spent with each other, It's your responsibility to create that circle of influence around you. The world doesn't owe you anything. You've got to go out and attract. You've got to go out and ask and expect what you want. I don't think you have to go out and work hard and get and grab and take from others. That's a lack mentality. You just have to waken up that actually it's my thoughts that create my reality, and I'm going to start thinking about things that I want. I'm going to start thinking about who are the people in my life and how can I give more to them? Who are maybe other people that you feel you want to come into your life so they can bring you to another level of awareness? That's in essence what mentorship is about. That's what really, when you surround yourself with like-minded people on the same wavelength as you, which means thinking on the same frequency, you're going to be able to get to thoughts, ideas that are not open for you right now. You almost need that. It's like almost like pinball. It just has to get this thought to get that thought to boom, you've just come up with a creative idea. That's how I've been able to grow so fast in 5 years, because the people I hang around with are doing more than me. They know more than me. They have more money than me. They have all of this stuff. I want to be the person in the room that doesn't know anything. Okay? So assess what is your circle of influence right now. How are you seeing that's affecting your results? Take some time to write down who's in your life, how do they make you feel, and then assess what you need to do with that information. And then thirdly, start to think about what are people or it could be authors, it could be people, it could be a mentor. Who are people that could add to your life to get you to where you want to go faster? That's why I got a mentor. A mentor is somebody that isn't there to tell you more, but to bring more of what is already there to the surface. Okay? So ask yourself those questions today. Put this down on paper and then start to decide how you're going to show up for the people in your life more. How can you add to their life? If you make it a habit to leave everybody that you've met with an impression of increase, you're always going to be looked after. So I hope you've enjoyed this video today. There'll be lots more coming. Give me your comments and I look forward to being back here with you soon.